So you asked me if there's gonna be a live reaction. No, I already read the chapter.
Okay, I haven't.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do now, if the chapter comes out very late on Thursday, I will just read it, right, and then we do the video like we've been doing for the past couple of videos. You know,
Okay.
I don't know. I've been enjoying this dynamic of I read it, you haven't read it. You know, I've been enjoying that. You
I
know,
just genuinely forgot to read it, so.
yeah. Also, yeah, it just comes out. It comes out very late too. It came out like on 12. Yeah, it was like a 12 a.m. when it came out. So yeah,
Yeah, I was already tired by then, so.
yeah. So yeah, the chapter there's gonna be our this live commentary slash live reaction to One Piece chapter 1058. Like I said, I already read it, but Leo hasn't. So yeah. This chapter was really good. That's the overall consensus of the chapter. It was a really good chapter. So it's called New Emperor, and we got the cover story, continuing the cover story. This volume is 17, and it says here, "Please take me with you." That's Caesar to the Germa siblings. The Germa siblings are very beat up. As we expected, their Karakuri was fighting against them. And Caesar last chapter, he activated a gas attack. Um, and I guess gate. I think I mentioned, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure I mentioned last video that they're not going to be Karakuri, but Caesar with his gas abilities, they could probably stall for time for that way they could escape. That's what I think. And look, so far it seems that way. It seems like that. And Tekken in his review, he mentioned that Caesar looks like a Stan, and right here, like he's
Oh,
Ishiji
yeah.
Stan. Yeah. And he couldn't come up with a name for the Stan, so I'm like, it could be Air Supply, but I'm pretty sure Rocky already used Air Supply for a location in part two. So
I w- oh, yeah, Air Supreme Island, yeah.
yeah. So it cannot be Air Supply. What about you? What will be your recommendation?
I mean, first thing that comes to mind, I gotta go with a Derby classic.
Mm-hmm.
Gas, gas, gas.
Gas. Okay, that's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay. Yeah, it will be like fun. Like the part A stands. The part A stands, their name are very weird. Like there's fun. There's Doobie Wah. Um, they also the stand users are like, this guy. No, this guy was a stand user. He was a rock animal. Dori mi fa sol la si do. Dori mi fa sol la si do. So yeah. Another this one will be out there. This one will be a little, but I don't know why I thought about Explosion in the Sky. I don't know why that came into mind right now. Explosion in the Sky. It was either his
Uh,
go-to attack is Gastaneto, that he blows up
yeah.
the air. So I don't know. Will be interesting. You know. Also
Not,
Ishiji, his abilities are explosions, so it will make sense for him soon. So
yeah.
so yeah. But I guess yeah.
Also,
Explosion.
also not gonna lie, the
Uh huh.
perspective here is a bit confusing because it makes Caesar look wider than usual.
Oh yeah. That's true. It's probably it's because of his gas form. He's probably like half
Yeah.
gas. Yeah. So yeah, explosion in the sky. Coming to save the day. So yeah, that was the cover story. Now let's go to the chapter. Says here someone says Gia. I'm assuming the straw has Gia. You sorry excuse for a captain. The ship follows the log post as it gradually leaves Wano behind and looking ahead. Luffy, yeah, Luffy, he got all beat up. And he's like, I'm sorry. Nah. Nah, he's like, that brain death stun almost killed the entire crew. There's a limit to how much stupidity will swallow. And Jinbei, I love Jinbei. I love Jinbei because he's always laughing. I don't know if you noticed, but he's always laughing in the background. So he's like laughing. No one was hurt. Don't be too hard on him. And Nami, we need to keep him on a tight leash, Jinbei. And Jinbei's like, whoa. And there's like,
Have we
like,
ever seen Jinbei scared before?
no, I think this is the first time. Because Jinbei has to interact with the crew properly. So yeah, this is like his first like proper interaction with the whole crew. So it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. So next page, Jinbei says Conqueror's hockey because Black sparks were coming out on Nami. She was angry. I guess it's gonna be I guess it's gonna be like all those running gap from now on. Like it's on, like Conqueror's hockey, but turns out it's not. So yeah.
Yeah.
Chopper, I think Chopper says this careful boss. Never cross Nami when she's mad. Zoro, he's in the background sleeping. And then Frankie says, see how tough Sunny is? I'll drop like that and we only busted a small yard on the mast. I didn't know what was a small yard, but those are the thing that holds the sails, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, those sticks that holds those. So that's what he's referring to. And then in the background, Robin, she gets the newspaper. She's like saying thanks to the news, to the news, cool. And so he leaves, and Robin says, "Looks like we got a new bounties." So Sanji, he's like, "Let me see, Robin Swan." And then the narrator says, "Update bounties for the leaders of the 5,600 man Grand Fleet, Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, and his 9 commanders." So now the world, they see the Straw Hat crew as Luffy's commanders. So Luffy, going up in the world, of course, you love to see it. Before, I'm not sure if you already went to the next page, though, but before I
already
continue,
saw shoppers.
You already saw shoppers, okay. So go back to the previous page, the one that I'm currently in, and give me your predictions for everyone else.
I don't even know their default for their before. Bounties. So.
Okay. Here's a better prediction. Give me the order that you think they're going to be from lowest to highest. So they're 9.
Obviously, Luffy's gonna be the highest.
Yeah.
Like, because it's the confirmed. Like he's an emperor, even though it's shared with Law and Kid. But it's pretty damn high. It was 3 billion, right? 3 billion berries.
Yeah, Luffy's is 3 billion currently. Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing. Chopper obviously is last place. Well,
yeah. You also already saw that too, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But it was for sure.
Yeah, because that's his gag. He's always the lowest. So funny.
I mean, I was surprised they got a 900 berry increase.
Oh yeah. Now, if you convert, because the bounties, the One Piece currency is based after yen. So now, if you convert that into American dollars, he could buy at least something in McDonald's, like a decent meal at McDonald's.
yeah, it's like $10, right?
Like like almost $8, almost $8.
Wow.
Yeah, so he could buy a decent meal, McDonald's. That's so funny. Poor Chopper.
So I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Robin is next. It makes sense that the Robin should be next. I'm probably gonna be wrong.
You're going lowest to highest. That's where you're going right now.
No, I'm going from highest to lowest.
Oh, okay, and you said Chopper will be last because okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You sure about that? Robin. Well, narrowly speaking, Robin should be next. Yeah, but
I mean, CP0 were hunting her in Wano.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
okay.
They were looking for not only Luffy, they were also looking for her.
Yeah. Well, the Zoro fanboys, they're not gonna be happy you saying Robin should be the second highest in the crew. They're not gonna be happy.
I mean, last time I checked, they didn't bust the call Zoro's Island, so.
Okay. Sure. Like honestly,
Next,
I understand your point because narrowly speaking, she should have a really high bounty. So yeah.
I think next would be Sanji, just because narrowly higher than Zoro because of being up in smoke.
Okay. You're going with with that logic. Okay.
Yeah. I said okay. One Luffy.
Also, you could also say because of the gag that Sanji's last bounty was higher than Zoro's, so you could have gone with that.
Being up in smoke, yeah.
Yeah, you could have gone with that too. The gag.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now you said Luffy, Robin, Sanji, so and then Chopper the last. So
yeah.
Okay.
After Sanji, of course, Zoro.
Okay.
Let me see if I can
remember the rest.
Remember all the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Okay. Usopp, Nami, Jinbei, Brooks, Frankie. Am I forgetting someone?
Oh, that was the order, or you were just saying names?
No, I'm trying to remember them.
Okay.
Crap.
So far you said Luffy, Robin, Sanji, Zoro, and Chopper
And
dead last.
Chopper dead last.
So yeah. You're missing. How much you have said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so I'm going with
You're missing 4. You're missing 4. So you're missing Frankie, Nami, Usopp, and Brook. That's who you're currently missing.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going with Frankie next.
After Zoro.
Yeah.
Okay.
No particular reason.
Okay.
Okay, next would be Usopp, just because of his lying and all that shit.
Okay,
like
Usopp.
Lying about having Conqueror's hockey.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that would have some increase, I guess.
Okay. You're missing.
Like maybe I'm wrong.
You're missing Nami and Brook.
Yeah. Oh, give me a moment. I'm
Yeah.
hearing noises. So after Usopp, I was thinking she might be higher. Well, I already said she, so you already know. Nami.
Nami.
Just because she stole Zeus.
So okay.
Yeah, I'm going with that logic. She stole something from Big Mom.
Okay.
Now think about it. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I should put her higher.
Okay. But, because of that, because of the Zeus thing.
Yeah. And then Brooks. And afterwards Shaw.
Yeah. Okay. Let me check if we got everyone, because I feel like you're missing. I don't know why. So Luffy, Robin, Sanji, Zoro.
Did I mention Jinbei?
Jinbei, that's who you're missing. See, that I'm like, I think you're missing someone. So yeah, Jinbei, you're missing Jinbei.
Put him in between Sora and Frankie.
Between Zoro. Okay, Jinbei. Yeah. How do you forgot Mr. Be a Man? Mr. Be a Man, Jinbei. Okay.
I mean, I asked you. You said 4, so I said 4.
Yeah. I forgot Jinbei too, man. This sucks. And he's right here on the page. He's right there. So.
We're stirring that right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're right with Chopper because you said you already saw that. So Chopper.
Yeah.
So Dr. Chopper, the cotton candy lover pet, he still has the same title. He says, I wonder if it's bigger. What the heck? It barely went up. Bounty 1,000, a 900 increase. Okay, Chopper. Next, you said Brooks. You're wrong. It's actually Nami.
Really now?
Yeah. So Navigator, Cat Burglar, Nami. She says, hundreds of millions. Even I go after someone with this bounty. She's like crying. It says here, bounty 366 million. Her previous bounty was 66 million. So she got 300 million more. So yeah. Next is Brooks. You said Nami. Actually, funny. You almost got. Yeah. You almost got these two right. So Brooks, musician, Soul King Brooks, still same title. Yo ho ho ho. Oh yeah. Bounty 383 million. It went up by 300. So yeah. Next you said Usopp is actually Frankie. Bright Cyber Frankie, and he says, "Are you kidding me? I'm not even on this." So I don't know if you're looking at the page, but for some reason, Frankie wanted poster is the Sunny. For some weird reason. Yeah. His bounty 394 million. It also went up by 300. So basically, Nami, Brooke, and Frankie, they all went up by 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that portrait.
Okay.
Oh.
So next one, you said Jinbei is actually Usopp. Sniper got Usopp. And Usopp's like, please no more, don't get any higher. And his bounty is 500 million. So, I haven't noticed this. This is the first time. Before we go to the next page, this is the first time
he fucking looks like a snail.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So something that a YouTuber Randy Troy he mentioned that Usopp's bounty, they've been mimicking Luffy's bounty. So Luffy at one point he has 500 million. So Usopp currently he has the 500 million. So eventually, if we continue this pattern, Usopp bounties will just be like Luffy's. So eventually, Usopp is gonna get a 1.5 billion bounty, you know, so that would be crazy if we continue the pattern. So yeah.
Yeah.
And before we continue, what do you think about this Frankie thing? Why is the Sunny and not him?
Because he's a living mech.
That's what a bunch of people were saying, that people like the Marines, they probably think that Frankie, he turned himself into the ship, into the Sunny. And not sure if you know this, but all the people have been asking Oda to draw characters when they're age 40 and age 60, right?
Yeah.
And he always does the good timeline and the bad timeline. So for Frankie in the bad timeline, he becomes more robotic, right? And then when he's at age 60, he turns himself into an actual ship. So I think that's the gag that Oda's going with the Frankie's wanted poster with that gag. So you know, it sucks. Like Frankie, you know, it sucks. I think ever since the New World, his bounties posters have, you know, he hasn't like his picture, because the last one was the General Frankie. It wasn't even him. So yeah, it's pretty funny. So now we're going next. You said, not sure who you said next. I think the next person you said was Zoro, and it's actually Robin.
No, Jinbei. I said Jinbei because I put him in between.
Okay. So Archaeologist, Double Shadow, Nico Robin, this Shiryu Up Shopper, and she's getting Conta Candy, and her bounty went up by a lot. Now her current bounty is 930 million. Previously,
what was her previous one?
I don't think it was even in the 100 millions, if I'm correct.
Wow.
Yeah, because you know, like
the theory, really out to get her.
Like my theory why she had a low bounty is because the world government really didn't, like, yeah, they wanted her, but they didn't want to scare the people or cause chaos or whatever. But now since they're like, okay, they could get the One Piece, so let's give her a really high bounty and hope for the best. So yeah, it's a really high. But it's funny, Robin doesn't even care. She's like playing with Chopper. So
yeah.
Now this controversy. So some people, they don't like this. I think it's hilarious. So
okay. I haven't even seen the panel, so.
Okay. So the next person.
Oh, really now?
Okay. So you said Zoro, right? But no, the fourth person is the cook, Black Lake Sanji, and his bounty is 1,032,000,000. That's his. So he's the fourth highest in the crew.
It screwed you too, Jinbei.
Yeah, it screwed you too, Jinbei. Yeah, he's like, why am I below him? And screw you too, Jinbei. And Jinbei says, you okay, Sanji? Something wrong? Forget him. Just leave number 4 to his sour grapes. That's pretty funny. So Jinbei, he's number 3. Helmsman Jinbei, the Knight of the Sea, bounty 1,100,000,000. You know, even number. And Zoro, Stormmaster, Pirate Hunter Zoro, bounty. This one is weird. So his 1,100,000,000, 1,100. It's like a weird.
It's almost a palindrome.
Yeah. It's weird, but
almost.
But yeah. It's probably some gag in Japanese. Although he loves his gags when it comes to the bounties.
Yeah.
So it's probably like something like that. I don't know. You know what I think? Me and my brother, we have a joke that every time when they give a bounty, brand new, he's like the guy who always talks about the bounty. So every time when they give him bounties, I just imagine brand new and his friends playing darts, and they just get the whatever number that lands on the dart, because sometimes some bounties are just weird. Like, you know, like we know that it is all about doing a gag, but in the context of the One Piece world, it's like, what would you even think of these numbers? You know, it has to be like, you know. So I just like to imagine they play darts and they just get the random numbers. Like, oh, he has to be higher than Jinbei, so let's throw in a 1 right there. Let's throw another 1 right there. So, but yeah, he has the second highest. And of course, we already know Luffy.
But you know what's interesting? That Sanji, it's only his name. It doesn't have Bin Smoke Sanji anywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, that's true. But also, you gotta keep in mind, we haven't seen the actual poster, so maybe in the actual poster says Bin Smoke, and right here is just Black Lake Sanji. Because I don't think all the boxes, you know, these narrator boxes, I don't think Oda has ever used like Ben Smoke Sanji Black Lake Big Smoke Sanji. That is from what I remember. So we gotta keep that in mind. And another thing that people are mentioning, Zoro now he's Sword Master Power Hunter Zoro. Although he mentioned many years ago, long ago, he mentioned that Zoro's official position in the crew is fighter. He's the fighter of the crew. So, I guess Oda he's like, well, let me just give him Sword Master since he's a swordsman. So yeah, that's his like official position. Some people say, oh no, he's the vice captain. Nah, he's not the vice captain, but we know, like we know he's the vice captain. And then they're like I said, free captain, Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, bounty 3 billion. So it's so funny.
I love this panel.
Yeah, it's so funny. Luffy's like, I said sorry, let me out already. I'm hungry. And then who are you calling number 4? Mind your tone around the crew's second. So it's pretty funny. It's so funny.
I miss this dynamic.
Yeah, I love this dynamic. And now Jinbei he's in the crew, so now we're gonna get more shenanigans, more cool dynamics. So so it's pretty funny. So let's continue. Now color double spread. I was gonna say color spread. Yeah, ooh. So we're at Empty Bluffs Island, New World. This is Boogie's island. Someone says, did you see that? Of course, he's the real deal. The world's greatest swordsman. Talk about scary. I thought it was all over when they banned the warlords and all those naval ships showed up. We should have known Chairman Boogie had something up his sleeve. And Boogie, he's like all beat up. He's crying. It's so funny. Hold on, please. I'll do anything. I'll even lick your boots clean. Just let me live. Emperor Boogie, the bombastic clown. So that's like his new title, the bombastic clown. So Crocodile says, Cross Guild was supposed to be under me and Hawkeye, so tell me, why are you considered the boss, Boogie? Boogie says, I can't do anything about it, but apologize. This really isn't a big deal or anything. And Mihawk says, you're probably the only person in history to become an emperor after crying for mercy. Having you die here won't even begin to make up for this. This is so funny. And, former warlord, so Crocodile, former warlord, Hawkeye Mihawk. Really, really cool panel right there of them holding Boogie, and his body is a really good panel. And then Crocodile says, this is beyond insulting. I can't find the words for it. Please spare me. Don't make unreasonable requests. So yeah.
Well, why is he scared? It's just a sword. Like his stone protects him from slashes.
But Mihawk is a hockey user. Mihawk, hockey man.
Oh, true. True.
Yeah. So. But there was that one time in the war, Mihawk did cut Boogie, and he cut him to like a bunch of little pieces. But since he didn't use hockey, that's why he was okay. But we assume if he uses hockey, he could actually cut him. But but yeah, he's all bloody up, So yeah, they probably was using hockey at least to beat him up a little bit. So yeah.
I mean, it was just blunt trauma.
Blunt trauma too. So yeah. Next page. Oh, boss, it's on the target to be serving you again. It was this former Baroque Works Asian crocodiles underling Galdino. We already knew his name like for a long time, but it's so weird actually seeing it in the story.
Forgot.
Like it's so weird actually seeing the story Galdino because Ola has never used his actual name in the series. And then Boogie's like, Galdino, how could you turn on me? I don't. And then Galdino says, I don't recall ever joining your crew officially, buffoon. So Crocodile's here, so he's going back to Crocodile. And then Boogie's like his actual crew, right from the beginning, says, since the Sherman's a goner, what are we meant to do? Follow Crocodile naturally. It's a cold, harsh world out there. So yeah, they're going with Crocodile. And then we see Mr. One right there, saying nothing. Now we have a Mihawk flashback in the Gloom Island. Someone's laugh. I hear you lost your warlord perks, Hawkeye. What do you want, Crocodile? So it was Crocodile. Next page. So Mihawk says, Marines keep swarming the island. It's a nuisance, but I suppose I just have to relocate. Crocodile says, this just shows that I will be beneficial for us to team up. The Navy won't take an organization headed by the two of us lightly. After all, they used to refer to you as Marine Hunter, so we're getting his epitaph, his own epitaph, his whole title, Marine Hunter. Interesting. And then Crocodile says, "You and I are the same. We don't trust anyone." So I guess hence on Mihawk's past. So apparently he doesn't trust anyone. Probably got betrayed. Maybe that's why he's a one-man crew. That's that explains that too. And then Boogie eeks, because Mihawk is glaring at him. Now we get a Boogie flashback. So so they're like, "Captain Boogie, where are you going? There's no reason to sweat over these Marines, right?" And Boogie, "Damn it, I was about to make a break for it. Take a look, their warships are already under attack." So someone's attacking the Marines. Their warships are what? They keep sinking one after another. What kind of hero is behind this? Turns out it was Crocodile. It's Sir Crocodile, and Mr. One's there too. So Crocodile, he attacks the Marines for Boogie. Then the random Boogie people, they're like, "I guess the rumors about him working under Sherman Boogie are true. Talk about inspiring loyalty. He's risking himself just to save us from this." And then that's our Boogie. "Oh, Crocodile, he's here, huh?" And the Boogie's like, "Holy crap, he was here because of all that cash I owe him. I'm broke. What should I do? This is even worse than the Marines." So funny.
I fucking love this trope, this character trope of a character just failing upwards.
Yeah. Oh man. So the Crocodile.
It's just the logical extreme of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Crocodile defeated the Marines. So he's like, "You're still here. Knowing you, I figured you have bolted by now." He's not wrong. I know business. I know business at Boogie's Delivery might look all hunky dory, but the truth is we got too many mouths to feed, and all the giants who were our top earners just quit. And the Crocodile says, "If you don't have any scratch on hand, I can always sell you in slavery." And the Boogie, "Don't say stuff like that. We were all prison buddies, remember? Croco-shan." Hard. And then Crocodile, "I already did you a solid by agreeing to lend to you. If you can't pay me back now, you will take full responsibility. I'm about to form my own company and I need the capital." He's like, "Oh, come on. Then why not let me join? You could acquire my company to help start yours. It may not be much, but you get a former warlord serving you. I work twice as hard to pay off my debt. It's always good to be flashy and get the war out with a bang." With a bang. "We got all sort of people that can help with that. Advertising experts, printers, couriers. You can work us to the bone for free." So basically, Boogie, he has a whole graphic design firm working under him. He's going to help Crocodile with his with his thing. So now we go back to the present day. And he's like, and this is the flyer you had them send out, right?" We already saw this a couple chapters ago. Really good flyer. Really good graphic designers. Working on the Boogie. "So you sure stand out, Mr. President. It's not what it looks like. I didn't mean for this to happen. If it wasn't deliberate, then explain." And the Crocodile forcefully feeds the flyer in Boogie's face, Boogie's mouth, and Boogie spits it out. "It wasn't me, I swear. My employees just love me too damn much. I was as surprised as anyone when I saw it." And then meeting flashback. "Hey, what's with that flyer? I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop myself from giving you top billing boss." And then other random two people. "We already sent it out to every corner of the world." And Boogie, he's just surprised. Oh man. So now we cut to the Navy headquarters. Still in flashback. This Boogie character, in addition to being a mastermind of the mass escape from Impel Down, he was also a member of the Pirate King's crew. That's how he formed a close bond with one of the Emperor's red hair. And now reports confirm that Crocodile came to his aid at Empty Bluffs Island. Our taping division have also verified that Crocodiles and Mihawk made contact. Their new marine hunting movement has already gotten financial backing from a number of shady organizations. That's playing how Boogie and all these people are paying for the bounties. All that people from the underworld are backing this organization. When you factor in all the rebellions we're already dealing with, this cross guild is undoubtedly a massive threat. What bounties are we issuing for these three? Okay, so we start with Crocodile. With everything in mind, the former warlord Crocodile has earned a whopping 1,965,000,000. So a really high bounty. Yeah, bounty for his mighty Logia ability and cunning guile. Now Mihawk. His fellow former warlord, Hawkeye Mihawk, has even greater sword skills than the red hair Emperor. He's worth 3,590,000,000. So really high, higher than Luffy. So yeah, really high bounty for Mihawk.
How high was Rogers?
Roger was 5.5 billion.
And so,
Shanks is 4 point something billion. So
okay. Wow, Mihawk's extremly high.
Wow. Yeah, of course. World's strongest swordsman.
Not complain.
Yeah. But we need to talk about this later because there's actually oh man, the community is gonna be in shambles. They're in shambles there because of this, Okay. Yeah. Stocks are going up, stocks are going down. They're crazy. It's like the NASDAQ, So let me reread that again. So he's worth 3,950,590,000,000. A fitting total for the world's greatest swordsman. As for Boogie, the bombastic clown, considering his formidable pedigree and the fact that he got these two to yield to his authority, we given him a bounty of 3,189,000,000. So he's lower than Mihawk, but he's the one considered the Emperor. I'll always explain this later. Actually, I have. This is not the first time we've seen this, so I'll explain it there. So, making him one of the two newly recognized emperors along with Straw Hat. The world government considers him an extremely dangerous individual. So now we're back in present day. We're up to date with everything. So now we're back in present day. So, an emperor, huh? You certainly made a name for yourself, clown. That's so funny. I'm so sorry. Let me lick your boots. Shut it. All things considered. Yeah, eek. All things considered, we could take a different angle here. Having him take all the heat as a figurehead may not be the worst idea. I, for one, have no interest in the title of emperor, so long as I'm able to live in peace. So, people always wonder why Mihawk is not emperor. He just doesn't care for the title. Throughout the whole series, we've seen that he's a very chill dude. If he's not bored, if he's not like hunting you down or anything, but for the most part, he's chill. He just does whatever he wants. But for the most part, he's peaceful. So yeah, makes sense why he doesn't want the title of emperor. And then Crocodile says, seriously, let him have the target on his back. We can always dispose of him if the need arises. So Crocodile said that's true. So now Boogie, he's talking to his people, to his men. Listen up, you bastards. We formed the Cross Guild to prepare for the new age. Let me introduce you to our new executives. And then one dude's like, yeah, it's our Crocodile with the heart. And then Sherman Boogie is crying. What's gonna happen to me? We're moved to tears too, Captain. And then Mihawk Sama heart. So yeah. Oh man. So funny. It's really funny. So then let's continue to the final portions of the chapter. So we're in Kamabaka Queendom, Grand Line. There is no need to brood, Koala. At least we know Sawa is safe. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's okay. Right? Nothing can taint this miracle. Hee-ha. So it's really nice to see Ibn come up again. So yeah. And then Morley says, I never forgive that naughty Sabo for making us do like that. And then Karasu, not sure if you remember his gimmick, but like his gag, but he talks very low, so the text is like written very small. So he says, it's meant to have supposedly happened after we split up, but I still believe in him. And then he mutters to himself. And then what's this guy's name? Limburg. So Limburg says, that's exactly what I was thinking. You always beat me to the punch. Quiet down, guys. You're so annoying. So Salvo's few good men. They're okay. They're in Kamabaka. And then Koala, Dragon Son, and Dragon. I'm glad he's okay, but if he truly did murder King Cobra, I won't forget him, no matter what his reasons were. So yeah, Dragon serious, because of the whole situation. The last page, hey Kuma, tell me what exactly did you see? And Kuma says, I'm yours to command, master. And then it's really sad. It's really sad to see Kuma in this state. So then someone calls, pero. So, and then the Marines, we see the Marines. we're picking up a call to Kamabaka Queendom. Listen in and record. It could be the Flame Emperor. Those were the Marines. Yes, sir. Everyone quiet down. Pick up the Mushi. Hello, this Koala. It's me, Sawa. And will we find out the truth?
And break next week.
And break this week. Of course.
Failing.
Yeah. Okay. So, this whole chapter was basically bounty and a little bit of lore with the Cross Guild, how it was formed. So I guess let's go from beginning to beginning of the chapter to the end, because the beginning portion is like the least important part, I guess. But before we do that, overall, what was your overall thoughts of the chapter?
I mean, it's a step up from the last one.
Oh man, yeah. I didn't mind much of the last.
Irks me.
Yeah, I didn't mind much of the last chapter, but this one is a step up, because the humor is on point, the lore, everything. So yeah, and you love to see the Straw Hats, interacting again, like a crew. So yeah, and it was a really good chapter. And seeing the interaction of the Cross Guild, how they interact with each other. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. One Piece was crazy good this week. So so yeah, the bounties. Anything you want to say about the bounties? Like you don't care much for bounties, right?
I mean, I'm surprised that Brooks is higher than Nami, considering that he didn't do particularly anything that would have caused him to be, to rise above Nami. Because Nami had fucking emperors or ex-emperors pet that is infused with her soul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Brooks,
I agree. Yeah.
Brooks helped in the sidelines. Not gonna lie. I don't hate the character. I like him, but I'm still iffy on him being higher.
Yeah, that's true.
So we don't have. I wish we had the reasonings for it. You get what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, like I agree. Yeah, Brooks didn't do much. It's sad, but he didn't do much. It is what it is. But and yeah, Nami did got sued, so she should be a little bit higher. But basically, what Oda does is for the Straw Hats that don't do much, he just gives them like I don't know how many, like a 10% increase or a little bit more, So, like for example, he just gave all these three, like Nami, Brooks, and Frankie, a 300 increase. I think Frankie was actually 200, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but yeah, he gave pretty much them like a 200 or 300 increase. So Brooks was always higher than Nami, but still, like, I feel Nami should be higher because of what you mentioned, because of Zeus and all that. Frankie, on the other hand, I think Frankie should be a little bit more higher, because Frankie did fought a flying 6 and he won the fight. So, and like in the eyes of the government, I feel like he should be a little bit more a threat. Frankie he just hasn't been lucky when it comes to his bounties. He's been ever since the New World. He's been angry with his bounties, and then the whole Sunny thing. I don't know. it's funny, but it causes a lot of questions, like why, who took the picture of the Sunny, and it's like, that's Frankie. Yep. and then this whoever took the picture had to convince the world government, like, yeah, that's Frankie. Trust me, bro. Like, well, the meme of Dr. Manhattan is like, what's your source? I made it up. so they're like,
it was revealed to me in a dream.
Yeah. Like, I forgot the name of the dude who takes bounty pictures, but he got fired. But like actually, like, someone asked Oda, and this so funny. Someone asked Oda, who's the dude that takes the pictures, right? And we're actually seeing him throughout the series. So, according to Oda, every 10 pictures, 10 of them he had the lens cap on or something like that. So he wasn't really good at his job. So after like the 57th like failed photo, they fired the guy. I think and then he started working for Morgan's. So anyway, so whoever is his replacement is not doing a better job either, because again, like it came to me in a dream. like oh, why the ship is Frankie? It came to me in a dream. They're like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. So it's so funny.
So from what we're seeing, photography is an undeveloped skill in One Piece.
Oh yeah, yeah. But when it comes to Nami, for example, like they're on point. When it comes to Nami,
oh yeah,
Nami, Luffy, Robin. So for certain characters, they're on point. But for other characters, they're terrible. Yeah.
they half-ass it.
Yeah. I think
they're played favorites.
Yeah. They are. I think Boogie needs to, instead of being a pirate, he just needs to be a graphic design firm. And get his men to do pictures and wanted posters and all that. that would be hilarious. After after the relationship like between the world government and pirates, all that. After we learn everything about the world, the Boogie could do that, and as a retiring job. Rayleigh, his retiring job, he's coach ships. So Boogie, he does graphic design work with his men. So yeah, that's Frankie's is complexing, but it's hilarious. Usopp, we don't see his image, but I'm assuming it's the same. Nami, hers is the same. Chopper, I'm assuming his is the same. But actually, let's go to Chopper real quick, since this is the first. I started doing videos since Wano, so we really haven't talked about like all the previous bounties, right? Reveals.
Yeah.
So, Chopper is a weird case, not because of his gag of he barely goes up, but it's weird because in the world One Piece, they know, at least we assume they know, that there's the human fruit. There's human fruit models, right? And so that means right now they should know that Chopper, he ate a human fruit, right? And they should know that Chopper has monster point. So if they know all this, they really need to give, like, whoever is giving bounties, they really need to fire this guy, and and like have a new guy for they could get proper bounties, because it doesn't make sense. But also, let's assume they think Monster Point is a completely different character. It's not Chopper, so that means Monster Point should have a bounty. And that could be another gag that Sally Oda didn't do. They give Monster Point about a bounty. It gives Chopper base form a bounty. I think that would be pretty funny. But Sally Oda hasn't done that. I don't think he's ever going to do that. Someone, I think Randy Troy, I'm assuming it was him. He brought up that it would be cool if the last bounties of the Straw Hats is bounties that make them happy. So Chopper will actually get a proper bounty. Frankie will get a proper picture of him. Usopp will be okay with his bounty because at this point he will be really strong, so he will be okay with a high number. Sanji will finally have a proper he will be happy with his positioning, and Zoro with his, and everyone will get a good bounty increase. So that's why I think that would be really nice. So that's this page with the bounties. I think it would be nice if Usopp gets a new picture, because I'm not a huge fan of the god Usopp, and it's because he's all beat up. Yeah, I know it's like for a joke, it's a gag, but personally I would love to see him with a cool image. So hopefully his last bounty is him like in the epic pose with a hammer, because Usopp hammer, or with a slingshot. That would be really cool.
Say that to Christianity.
Yeah. Robin, she finally has a good bounty. Finally,
I'm proud of my girl.
Yeah. Robin, best girl.
Finally got a good bounty.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really nice to see. He love to see him. And then the whole Sanji, Jinbei, Frankie. Then Zoro, Ben. It's pretty funny. But of course, the power scalers. They're like, oh, Frankie. Jinbei stronger than. Keep saying Frankie. I don't know why, but Jinbei, he's stronger than Sanji now. I'm like, nah. I still, to me, it's always going to be Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, and then Jinbei will be the fourth strongest. So I don't have.
Honorable mention.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have much to say here. So I'm guessing now, since they're commanders now, I'm guessing their numbering is gonna be. I'm not sure how Luffy's going to number them. I don't think even Luffy's going to care, honestly, with this whole commander thing. Maybe he'll be like, oh cool, we're now of course we're now seen as a Yonko crew. But I wonder how they're going to number, the.
I was about to say, can Luffy even count? Then I remembered the gears.
What you said?
Like, I was about to say, can Luffy even count? Then I remembered the gears.
Yeah. Like, he does skip number 1, but you can always say gear 1 is his base form. And then you have gear 2nd, gear 3rd, yeah, so on and so forth. So Luffy knows how to count,
At least up to 5.
Yep, up to 5, yeah. If he gets a gear 6, then that means he knows how to count up to 6. Oh, wait. It's funny that you mentioned that. There was that one time that when Luffy got his 1.5 billion bounty, he thought his bounty got lowered. Not sure if you remember that. So, so Luffy knows how to count up to a certain point, and then he will think, and then he he become Luffy, he become dumb with the numbers. So yeah, but yeah, I do wonder what their numbering going to be. Is it going to be based out their current bounty right now, and they're going to be stuck like that, or is it going to be the logical that will be Luffy, will be Zoro number 1, the first commander, Sanji, Jinbei, so on and so forth. So yeah.
I do wonder if that cage is made of sea stone, though.
Oh yeah, that's actually, I never thought about that. Also, where they got this cage? That's also what I'm asking. Like the Frankie just made this cage, and then they beat up Luffy, and then they place them in the cage, or is this a cage that they have? Maybe it's like for fishing. Like they drop it and then it's like for fishing somehow. So they just place Luffy there. It's so funny though. It's funny that the 2 new emperors in the chapter, they're both beat up by their like crew, and I guess. So yeah, that's pretty funny to see. And before I continue with the boogie thing, something interesting to notice. Frankie, he has a sword now. He's carrying a sword. And his short says Iron Samurai. So maybe Frankie, he decided to become a swordsman after I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Will be interesting him like flying with a sword in base form. But yeah. Or maybe that's like a souvenir he got. I don't know. People are saying it could be Sasaki's sword or Who's Who sword. Like he stole a sword from one of the Flying Six. But yeah. That'll be interesting to see. See later on. And we don't see Carrot like nowhere in the background. We don't see Caribou. Nothing suspicious. But maybe next chapter so far. Maybe in the next chapter or the couple of chapters. If not, then they're not on the ship, and it is what it is. So now going with the boogie and crocodile thing. It's really funny how this whole organization. It's really funny how the whole organization started. Like people, like the community have been saying, the idea was probably crocodiles, and crocodile probably got Mihawk involved, and somehow, some way, Boogie became the leader. Now we know. I think Tekken said that he thinks his what he thought was like, yeah, crocodile and Mihawk, they got together, and then they said, Boogie, let's make you the leader, and for that way you will be the target and all that. So basically, in the roundabout way, like in the roundabout way that happened, because at first they didn't want that, but then later on the Mihawk is like, you know what, let's make him the leader. Yeah, sure. So that way he will have the target, and we could do our thing. So yeah, in a way that's what happened. Pretty funny. Rip to my idea that was like a Shanks crew member, the one who came and saved the day. But still, Crocodile saving the day is pretty cool to see, and that also makes sense. The thing that no one like thought about is that Crocodile was actually working under Boogie this whole time. Well, at least the Boogie's crewmate, they say that was the rumors, that Crocodile was working under Boogie. So I'm not sure if that was true, or that was like, or that's maybe that's how some people perceived it. But yeah, what do you think? Was Crocodile always working on the Boogie, or that was just a rumor? And because we don't know what Crocodile we don't know what Crocodile was doing in the New World. So
yeah.
So maybe he was working on the Boogie, but maybe he told Boogie not to advertise it. You know, like I will do jobs for you, but don't say that I'm working under you. You know. Yeah. Another thing people were pointing out, this panel with Crocodile attacking the Marines. People are asking, is that hockey that he's using in the sand? I don't think it's hockey because all this is how all the shades sand. So I just don't think it's hockey. Some people are saying blood, but I'm like, cannot be blood because then he cannot even use his arrow fruit, so it cannot be blood. Yeah,
because
so
wet,
yeah, so I think it's just regular sand. Crocodile should know hockey. He should know hockey. So it just we haven't seen
it.
Yeah. Also, we haven't seen a Logia combine their element with hockey, so we're not even sure if Logias could even do that. So yeah, we're still waiting for like,
cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So we're still waiting for that confirmation. We know that, for example, Parametheus, like Don Flamingo, he could combine hockey with string. So if Don Flamingo could do that, maybe Logias, they could combine hockey with their element. So yeah, that would be really cool to see. Like Black Sand, Black Fire for Sabo, Black Ice for Aokiji. It will be like a really cool thing to see. So yeah, we were talking about the origin of Cross Guild, and then now bounties. So, Boogie, like I mentioned, this is not the first time we've seen like the captain, like the leader of an organization having a bounty lower than one of their subordinates, because this is something that you don't learn in the series. It's like some SBS stuff, but apparently when Blackbeard had his crew, like when he was working on their Whitebeard, his bounty was 0, right? But his subordinate Doc Q had the highest bounty in the group. I think he had 100 something million during that time. So it's not. So this is not the first time. This is actually the second time that we've seen the subordinate having a bounty higher than the leader. So yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. I still think this could be a mistranslation. I don't know. It's still like it's weird to see it, but like I mentioned, it's not the first time it has happened in the series. Now Mihawk. Okay, this is this is where the stocks go up and down. So I'm going to read this again, and then I will I guess ask you a question. So it says here, his fellow former warlord Hawkeye Mihawk has even greater sword skills than the Red Hair Emperor. He's worth 3,590 million, a fitting total for the world's greatest swordsman. Okay, do you think, reading that, what do you think it says? What do you think is implying?
I mean if there's a sword match between Shanks and Mihawk will win. But I think Shanks is the better fighter overall.
Okay. See. You have reading comprehension. you have basic reading comprehension. So
because it only says sword skills, it doesn't say anything else.
Doesn't say anything else, just skills. And you know what people are doing? People like the Shank haters. They're like, oh, Shank tards be like Shank tards be like when they read One Piece. Oh, like they edit every time when someone says power, they edit it with skills. Like, oh, you're using that skill. Oh, this is your skill, because they're like, oh, Shank fanboys. They think skill and power are two different things, which they are. The sword skill. Like he has sword techniques. The Shanks, he's good with sword techniques, but that doesn't mean his hockey or his strength is greater than than Shanks. He's just a better swordsman. He has better sword skills, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's stronger than Shanks. I still think Shanks is stronger, because from what we've seen so far in the series, and the last couple of chapters to what he did with the Conquer Saki, and probably Observation too. Like we haven't seen Mihawk do anything like that. We could assume he could because the like what Whitebeard said, the battles between Shanks and Mihawk were legendary. Like if Whitebeard was saying that, that means it's true. That those battles were saying, but still, I still think Shanks is stronger from what we've seen so far in the series. Yeah. Also, yeah. And people are forgetting. People are like a bunch of people are saying, "Oh, this confirmed." Like people are saying this confirms that Mihawk is stronger. Like I don't want to hear no arguments. Like this chapter, the people are saying all the all the said himself in this chapter that Mihawk is stronger. I'm like, like if you have basic reading comprehension skills, like you could tell like reading the text. They're saying that he just has better sword skills, nothing else, nothing about striking for hockey or anything. And I was also if you're like actually reading the story, Luffy's goal is to be better than Shanks. Zoro's goal is to be better than Mihawk. There, that's all you need to that's all you need to know.
As most simplest.
Yeah, as most simplest. Like Zoro's goal is to be stronger than Mihawk. Luffy's goal is to be stronger than Shanks. And then but then there's the Zoro fanboys that think that Zoro's stronger than Luffy. So and now they think Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. So that is going to get even more messy. So yeah, I just don't see. I just don't see this conversation and debate ending. This is just going to continue even way after the series ends. People are still going to debate. Yeah. People are still going to debate. So yeah, it's funny. There've been
also, I'd like to make an observation.
What?
You see the poster, right? Of Mihawk.
Yeah, I see the poster.
Well, his stash and his sideburns make a W.
They do. They do make a W. Wario.
That's what he's taking.
That's what he's taking. Yeah, his stock's going up. His stocks went up. Like it went up to the moon. So yeah, he's taking this W. So, what was going to you mentioned that I forgot what I was going to mention. You brought up the stash. oh, not remember. So remember, not sure if you do. Also, I'm not even sure if I even brought this up, but if I did, I'm bringing it up now. So people were saying that Mihawk probably got Scar because the chapter that we got, the Cross Guild poster, it looked like that he has Scar. But looking at this panel, there's no Scar. It's probably how old is Shade's muscle. So yeah, I don't see no Scar anywhere on his chest or on his neck. I really don't see anything. So yeah, it was probably just shading. So he's clean. Because of that, it's so funny. Because of that chapter, that Shanks has a scar. People were saying, "Oh, Shanks' stocks went down. He's a fraud. He's not strong or whatever." And now because of this chapter, those same people are probably saying, "Oh, Shanks, he's the strongest character in the verse, stronger than Shanks." Like, yeah. So it's so funny. It's funny how this community, week to week, they always changing opinions on certain things, certain topics when it comes to power scaling and all that. But yeah, it's just funny. It's funny. There's been a bunch of funny memes. I'll probably send them to you.
Yeah.
Really funny memes. In fact, I like some of them. I guess we could, react to it right now. Let me.
Right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing else to say about the chapter currently. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Well, right now you want with the Revolution Army?
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh wow. Oh, that's how much I care about Dragon. That I completely forgot.
Wow. Wow.
I completely forgot. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's talk about the last portion. The last portion of the chapter. The combo Buck Queendom. It's rare. It's rare to see Dragon not sweating. I will say that. He's not sweating. Like the last couple of moments that we see him, he's been sweating. So yeah, he's cool. He's cool now. So, So yeah, everyone's Sabo's few good men. They seem okay. They seem fine. I don't see no scars on anyone. They seem healthy, so that's okay. Actually, I'm noticing there's a guy. There's a dude with wings. I haven't seen that dude. So cool. There's like a Skype maybe, or maybe it's aesthetic reasons. But yeah, it's cool. And
Maybe
yeah.
he's just a fan of ODA.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that could be that. That would be funny. So and then Kuma. People are saying because now people are coming up with theories that maybe Dragon, he's a celestial dragon. So funny. Dragon is a celestial dragon. So dragon, he's a celestial dragon because Kuma says, "I'm yours to command, master." I'm not sure if this is true, or I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but maybe Kuma he's programmed to only take orders from celestial dragons, and if that's true, and he's saying master, he's referring master to dragon, so maybe dragon is a celestial dragon, maybe I don't know. So that means Luffy, so the monkey family is the celestial dragons, maybe.
Monkey
Or
D family to
yeah,
you.
yeah. or maybe Vegapunk he programmed that Kuma could take orders from the celestial dragon and from dragon because this is theory that Vegapunk he's a double agent and he's been working with the revolutionaries. So there's that too. Yeah, there's that too. Or he could, or it's nothing complex. He just people could give him orders and he does what you order him to do. So that could be
Or
the
maybe
some.
it's
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's an oversight where since his name is Dragon, he thinks he's an actual celestial dragon.
Oh, that too.
Just
Yeah.
because of the name.
Yeah, that too. It could be that too.
And it was for a funny for a gag, like
Yeah.
a pretty old like gag.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Also, there's the theory that Dragon is not Garp's son because Garp has never referred to Dragon as his son. He
Oh.
Yeah, there's that theory because he always throughout the whole series he always referred to Dragon as Luffy's father. Like oh Luffy, you seen your father, or how's your father doing? He has never said like he has never referred to him as his son. So there's that theory. You were gonna say something?
So either Dragon is his son-in-law, or is he just disinherited Dragon completely just because of being the most dangerous criminal.
Yeah, there's that too.
Because since Garp is such a proud marine.
Yeah. There's that too. Yeah. But I don't. But Garp he really loves his family, so I don't see him. This is only Dragon because of that. Like he really felt for Ace, and Ace is not even his biological family. So yeah, I don't see that. That could be an option because we really don't know Dragon's past. We don't know what he did or what happened to him for him to become this way. But that could be an option. That could be an option.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, that theory of Dragon is his son-in-law, and he just got the family name. We seen that, like Ace, for example, Ace Port Gods. So, and also all the Big Mom's husbands, they get Charlotte. Um, they get the Big Mom's name, not their names. So we seen that throughout the series.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. And now Sabo, he called in the Dendemushi. So something interesting. We don't see the Dendemushi's eyes. That could be for dramatic effect, or it could be although he's planning something, because this could not be Sabo. This could be Katarina Levon. She ate the fox fruit, the mythical fox fruit. So it could be her pretending to be Sabo. Blackbeard has attacked the revolutionaries before, so maybe I don't know. He's doing this to find their new base or something. I don't know. Or it could just be Sabo. Yeah, it could again like dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Also,
her face got disfigured.
Yeah, or maybe that too. But I don't think every Dendemushi becomes the dude that's calling. I think because we really don't know how that works. Because I always assume that those in the movies, like the one that looks like Don Flamingo, for example, I just assume it was aesthetic purposes. That like, oh, this is Don Flamingo's in the movie because it looks like him. Like Don Flamingo hired a dude to make up the Damuchi that look like him. You know what I mean? It's not like yeah. That's what I always assume. But some people they think that the Damuchis, like let's say I'm calling you, so that then the Mushi disfigures itself to look like me, and then when I stop calling, the Mushi goes back to normal. I don't think it's that. I just think some people they like to customize their Dendamushi to look like the person that like how I see it, the Don Flamingo Dendamushi can only call Don Flamingo. That's how I see it. So for that way people will know, they just make it look like Don Flamingo. That's what I think. Um, but again, I don't think I'm pretty sure we haven't gotten confirmation of how that works. We're like 1,058 chapter in, and all that has in the series has explained how the Mushis like his work when it comes to their aesthetic and all that. So that's pretty funny. I know in SBS he has mentioned a couple things in SBS. So yeah. Another thing interesting to point out is that the revolutionary armies they have the white Dendamushi, which is like fat white, and what it does is it makes it that people cannot hack into the Dendamushi and hear your conversation. So interesting that neither Savo or Koala is using that. So if it's not Savo, it makes sense why they're not hacking. That's why they're not using the white Dendamushi. Doesn't make sense why the revolutionaries are not using it themselves. So yeah, and something interesting to point out. Maybe next chapter they will connect the white Dendamushi. But yeah. I think yeah. Now I think that's everything. now.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because this is the last page. Break next week. I have nothing else to say really. What do you think about the Sabo situation? Is it Sabo or is it someone else? What do you think will be more interesting?
I like to think that's Sabo because like we haven't seen his side of things. So you got what I mean? Like I want that exposition dump.
Yeah, that'll be really nice next chapter. Yeah, because that's Sabo's side of the story. But like what Dragon said, even if Sabo did kill Cobra, he's not going to forgive Sabo. Because Dragon probably knows that Cobra was a good he was a good man. He was like the only good living Celestial Dragon. Well, there's also Mostguard, but I don't think everyone knows about Mostguard. So yeah. I was gonna say something. Like I was going to add something, but I forgot. So I don't know. I think that's everything. I really forgot what I was gonna say. About the Dragon and Sabo. So I guess predictions for next chapter. What will be your predictions?
A Sabo exposition dump. I need that. I need it. Inject into my veins.
You need
Give
it.
me world building.
Like the SpongeBob meme. I need it with the water, if I'm correct, right? with the water. Pinky up. So yeah, that'll be really nice exposition up with the now I remember the thing I was gonna say. So what's about Vivi?
Wow.
So we don't see Vivi with the Revolutionary Army. That was a theory that Vivi was with the Revolutionary Army. We don't see her anywhere. We don't see her anywhere here. Another theory, like Kuma sent her somewhere. Because she disappeared. All right, I know I mentioned this in the last video. I think it was Shiryu that got Vivi. Because Black V ordered to get Shiryu to get Vivi. Why? I'm not sure. But Dragon. Black V. He's a schemer, so he probably has a scheme for Vivi. I don't know. Maybe he figured out something that Vivi is actually important. So, and that's why he ordered Shiryu to get Vivi. And my reason is because they said she disappeared, and the only other time in the series that they use this terminology is with when Moria disappeared when Doflamingo was going to kill him. So yeah. So that's why I think. But the most logical, well, the two most logical explanations is that either Kuma slapped her somewhere, or that Emu got Vivi, like the girl will say, or someone got Vivi, and she's somewhere in Pangea Castle. So yeah, those.
I was thinking that she might be with Sabo.
Oh yeah, that's the other. Oh yeah, that's the other. But the thing is, they say, I think how they describe it is that she disappeared, and no one like she disappeared, like they didn't saw her leave with Sabo. That's how they describe it. So, but again, she could be with Sabo. Like some Sabo did something, I don't know. If I'm correct, well, this like some Fire Force logic, like Fire Force, they do crazy stuff with fire. So can Sabo somehow use his fire to create like a mirage and somehow make BB disappear with the heat?
Whoa,
Like,
so cause heat-induced hallucinations is what you're telling me.
Yeah. That sounds like something
like a mirage.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Although, it's because of course we haven't seen Ace. Of course we haven't seen Ace do much with the fruit. But if Oda really wants to do some crazy stuff, he could take a page from Fire Force and do a bunch of crazy stuff with fire. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I don't know. I think that would be interesting. Like if Lasal will use like heat to create like a heat-inducing mirage and somehow make look like BB disappear. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah. That would, at least that would make him higher in my priority list.
Yeah. Like he could do this with fire. Okay, that's cool. We haven't seen Ace do this, so that means Sawo has strength with the fruit during this period, and he's so good at it that he could do like stuff like this. That'll be really interesting. So yeah. Yeah. But if he doesn't, if that's not the case, then I like if that's not the case, I think Oda is going to keep it simple with the fire, or like with these other elemental, with the Logias, simple, nothing too crazy. Like I love Fire Force. Man, it's crazy. So okay, I guess now that's everything. How long we've been recording? I think we've been recording for a while. Yeah, for a while. So that's the video. Yeah, I think we talked about everything. One Piece was pretty good this week. You agree, Raylo? One Piece was pretty good.
I mean, it's definitely better than last week.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking because I'm okay with last week's chapter. Yeah, I'm fine with it. But as the last chapter, Wano though, I don't know. Yeah, it's not like it's not like it's not like Skypiea ending. Like all the bell is up here. There's no not any lobby. Also any lobby like the Mary, all that. The Mary dying. There's no Arabasta with the saying goodbye with BB, with the ex, saying a goodbye without like actually saying goodbye. I don't know. I really don't know all the. I think it would have been a little bit better if the last shot of Wano was the flag and the flower capital, as a parallel to how we start with Wano with the flower capital, with that really big spread of the flower capital. So I think I think that will make the chapter a little bit better, but not like better than this one, because so yeah. And also this chapter was also really good because it's like it's new. We're no longer in Wano. We're on uncharted territories here. We really don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So
it feels like a fresh breath of air.
Yeah.
A breath of fresh air, I mean.
Yeah.
I can't English.
Yeah, you can't English. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, the chapter. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't. It's a break next week, sadly. So but I can't wait for the other week to continue with to travel these uncharted waters. Whatever all takes us. So yeah, hopefully it's Elbath. But could be a pit stop to somewhere else and then Elbath. So yeah. I guess that's all. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you don't. You gonna say anything, Lil?
Hit the subscribe button, just like Warner Brothers and HBO Max. Cancellations.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. animations getting attacked. You know, pretty much. That's all I know, honestly. I haven't.
They canceled Batgirl.
Oh, that's too, but I really don't care about Batgirl.
And they moved Shazam and Aquaman.
That I do care. Yeah, but yeah, it sucks what's happening. Yeah, apparently, I heard that the comic books are also going to get affected. I'm not sure about that.
Damn.
Yeah, so everything Warner Bros is not safe right now currently. Yeah, and also HBO.
Unless you're multiverses.
Oh yeah, unless you're multiverse. I haven't played multiverses yet. I will love to. Yeah.
Me neither.
Actually, I don't know if it's in. I I haven't seen videos. I haven't seen anything, so I'm not even sure if it's good. But since you know, but since I like Smash Bros and I like the concepts of a fighting game with a bunch of properties and IP, so I will enjoy it, even if it doesn't turn out to be good, I will probably still enjoy it. So yeah, hit the hit the subscribe button, like HBO hitting these cancellations, you know. So, yeah. And so yeah, and that's the video. See ya. Kisses. If you haven't seen the last video, so yeah, you don't know. But hugging kisses, like it's gonna be a new thing now. Hugging kisses at the end. Yeah, X in the nose.